Here's a truth no one says out loud. After 60, something strange starts to happen. You're still here, still living, still showing up. But it's like the world slowly stops seeing you. Not in a cruel way, not even on purpose. It's more like you start fading into the background of other people's stories. And maybe part of you starts to believe it. That being vibrant, bold, or even just visible is something that belongs to the younger version of you, the one with less wisdom, less strength, and honestly, less grit. But what if I told you that becoming visible again doesn't require changing who you are or shouting louder than the crowd? It takes something much simpler, much quieter, but incredibly powerful. It starts with color, not flashy color, not the loud stuff. I'm talking about intentional, smart, emotionally resonant color, the kind that makes people pause, turn, and truly see you without you saying a single word. Because color is not just decoration, it's psychological, it's emotional, it's how you tell the world, I am still here, and I am not fading quietly. And in this video, we're going to talk about 5 powerful colors you probably haven't thought of. Colors that speak for you, bring out your natural beauty, and remind you that you haven't passed your moment. You are the moment. Let's begin. Part 1 - color - the unspoken language of presence. Let's clear something up right away. Color is not just a fashion choice. It's not some fluff reserved for runway models or magazine spreads. Color is communication. Quiet, powerful, and deeply psychological. Most people don't realize this, but within 90 seconds of meeting someone, up to 90% of the impression we make is based purely on the colors we're wearing. Not what we say, not our hairstyle, not our age, color. It's the first thing people register, even before your words reach their ears. That's because color speaks directly to the brain. It bypasses logic and goes straight to emotion, memory, and instinct. It triggers the limbic system, that part of the brain responsible for how we feel about someone, whether we trust them, whether we even remember them at all. Now think about what that means for us, especially as we age. Society tells us to fade, to tone it down, to stick to safe shades like black, navy, or beige, as if boldness has an expiration date. But here's the irony. Those muted colors we're told to rely on, they often make us disappear even more. They blend us into the background, literally and emotionally. The truth is, color can do the exact opposite. It can brighten your face, lift your energy, and shift how people perceive you, without you needing to say a word. Wearing the right color can make someone feel instantly drawn to you, curious about you, even comforted by your presence. So no, color isn't superficial. It's strategic. It's self-respect made visible. And once you start using it with intention, you'll wonder why you ever settled for blending in. Part 2, Stone Gray, the color of earned elegance. Let's start with a color no one expects to be powerful. Stone gray. Most people hear gray and think dull, forgettable, even depressing. But stone gray is something entirely different. It's not flat. It's not lifeless. It's textured, complex, and quietly stunning, just like you. Stone gray doesn't beg for attention. It doesn't sparkle or shout, but it carries a calm authority. It says, I've lived, I've learned, and I'm grounded in who I am. That's powerful. Psychologically, gray is linked to composure, intelligence, and trust. Men associate it with emotional stability. Someone who listens before she speaks, who doesn't need to prove herself. And let's be honest, at this stage in life, how refreshing is that? What makes stone gray especially beautiful on mature women is how it interacts with your natural features. It complements silver hair like nothing else. It lifts your complexion without overpowering it, and it allows your expressions, your smile, your eyes, to take center stage. And here's something many don't realize. Not all neutrals are created equal. Black can feel harsh. Beige can wash you out. But stone gray creates presence without pressure. It's effortless confidence in color form. If you're easing into intentional color, stone gray is the perfect starting point. Try it in a soft knit sweater, a structured blazer, or a long cardigan. Pair it with blush pink, ivory, or even deep mustard for warmth and contrast. Stone gray isn't about hiding. It's about revealing who you are, elegantly, unapologetically, and on your terms. Part 3. Deep Mustard. Warmth with Purpose. Let's talk about a color that almost no one considers. But once you wear it, you'll never forget how it makes you feel. Deep mustard. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Yellow? At my age? But this isn't pastel yellow or some pale springtime shade that washes you out. This is rich, golden, sun-warmed mustard. It's mature, grounded, and quietly radiant. This color holds weight. It signals optimism, but not naive optimism. It's the kind that says, I've seen enough of life to still believe in it. Deep mustard is warm in all the right ways. It brings energy to the face, softens fine lines with its glow, and flatters both silver and deeper complexions. It doesn't try to make you look younger. It makes you look fully alive. What's more, very few women wear it, which is exactly why it works so well. It's unexpected. And in a world where older women are too often encouraged to play it safe, wearing deep mustard feels like a personal revolution. A quiet one, but a powerful one. Men, without realizing it, associate golden tones with comfort and depth. It reminds them of warmth, home, strength, and sensuality. It's a lean-in color, not showy, but inviting. So how do you bring it into your wardrobe? Start small. A blouse, a scarf, even a crossbody bag. It pairs beautifully with earthy tones like olive green, charcoal, or burgundy. And for jewelry, go for brass, textured gold, or amber. Let the color do the talking. Deep mustard doesn't ask for attention. It earns it with wisdom, with vibrancy, and with unapologetic presence. Part 4. Olive green. Grounded, gracious, and quietly unforgettable. If deep mustard is warmth with fire, then olive green is confidence with roots. It's earthy, elegant, and quietly magnetic. Olive green doesn't shout, it doesn't sparkle. But when you wear it, people lean in, because there's something deeply grounded about it. It says you've seen things, you've walked through life, grown through storms, and come out softer but stronger. Psychologically, olive green is linked to wisdom, emotional safety, and quiet authority. It doesn't demand attention, it invites trust. What makes it so powerful on mature women is how beautifully it plays with aging skin tones. While bright greens can clash or feel too playful, olive green sits right where depth and warmth meet. It adds richness without overwhelming. It gives you a natural radiance, like you're lit from within. And there's something subtly sensual about it too. Men might not consciously notice it, but they feel it. It reminds them of strength that nurtures, of beauty that doesn't perform, of presence that doesn't need to chase approval. It's attraction, but on your terms. To ease it into your wardrobe, try soft fabrics, jersey, knits, or linen. A wrap dress, a tailored jacket, or even a simple tunic in olive green can change how you feel walking into a room. Pair it with gold jewelry, camel, rust, or cream for a sophisticated palette that feels effortless and intentional. Olive green isn't flashy. It doesn't need to be. It speaks the language of women who know who they are and no longer need the world to validate it. Part 5. Plum wine. The color of mystery, depth, and quiet desire. Now let's turn to a color that doesn't just flatter. It captivates. Plum wine. It's rich, layered, and a little mysterious. Somewhere between deep burgundy and twilight purple, this color carries the elegance of red with the complexity of violet. It's not flashy, it's fascinating, and that's exactly why it works so beautifully on a mature woman. Plum wine speaks to the kind of beauty that's been earned, not inherited. It's the color of late-night conversations, of soulful laughter, of a woman who knows her story has chapters no one else could have written. In color psychology, plum tones are associated with wisdom, sensuality, and quiet power. They carry a subtle magnetism, one that draws people in without trying to impress. On mature skin, plum wine does something incredible. It makes your eyes brighter, your features more defined, your presence undeniable. If you have silver, salt and pepper, or even dark hair, this color creates contrast in all the right ways. And men? They may not know the name of the color, but they respond to it. There's something about the richness, the grounded femininity of plum wine that signals emotional depth and quiet confidence. It's a lure, without effort. So how do you wear it? Try a wrap dress, a soft sweater, or a silk blouse in this tone. Even a lipstick or scarf can create the effect. Pair it with black, navy, cream, or camel for an elegant, grounded palette. And for evenings out, a plum-toned velvet jacket or gown is pure magic. Plum wine isn't about chasing attention. It's about standing in your own presence and letting that speak volumes. Part 6. Sapphire Blue. Calm power and timeless presence. If there's one color that instantly commands attention without ever raising its voice, it's sapphire blue. Not bright blue, not pale or pastel. I'm talking about that deep, rich, unforgettable shade, like ocean at dusk or a clear midnight sky. Sapphire blue isn't loud. It doesn't need to be. It's composed, regal, grounded. Color psychologists say that blue, especially in deeper tones, creates a sense of trust, stability, and emotional intelligence. When people see this color, they instinctively feel more at ease, more open. It projects calm confidence, exactly what so many of us embody after 60. But here's what makes sapphire blue special for mature women. It balances beautifully with the natural softness of aging. Silver or salt and pepper hair? Sapphire brings it to life. Light eyes? It makes them sparkle. Even skin that's lost some natural contrast looks lifted, brighter, more defined when you wear this color close to your face. And because it's not trendy or loud, sapphire blue allows you to shine, not just your outfit. People don't just see the color. They see you in it, strong, serene, unmistakably present. Men often associate blue with trust and quiet authority. In romantic dynamics, that translates to someone they admire, respect, and feel drawn to, not because you're trying, but because your presence carries weight. Want to try it? Go for a silky blouse, a tailored jacket, or even sapphire-toned glasses frames. Scarves, handbags, jewelry, it all works. For formal wear, a sapphire blue dress with silver accents is the definition of effortless elegance. Sapphire blue isn't about making a statement. It's about being one. Let's take a breath and look back at what we've uncovered today. Stone gray, your grounded strength and calm elegance. Deep mustard, your radiant energy and warm, wise confidence. Olive green, your resilience, grace, and quiet magnetism. Plum wine, your sensual depth, mystery, and soulful presence. Sapphire blue, your steady brilliance, emotional intelligence, and earned authority. These aren't just colors. They're reflections of the woman you've become. Every shade we talked about today doesn't ask you to be someone new. It reminds you of who you already are and helps the world see that too. Not through trends, not through trying to fit in, but by expressing yourself with clarity, dignity, and a little boldness where it counts. Because here's the truth, no one says enough. You haven't faded. You haven't been left behind. You've evolved. And now you lead, not with noise, but with presence. So the next time you reach for something to wear, don't ask, what makes me look acceptable? Ask, what reminds me that I still matter? Because you do. And the world needs to see you fully. If one of these colors sparks something in you today, even just a little glow of curiosity, leave me a comment. Tell me which one you're ready to try. I'd love to hear your story. And if you're ready to embrace beauty, confidence, and visibility on your terms, hit that subscribe button. Each week, we're creating space for women over 60 to feel seen, celebrated, and fully alive. Aging isn't about becoming less. It's about becoming more you. So wear the color, own the moment, and never forget, the most powerful thing a woman can wear is her truth.